Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays. Enter the Gungeon. I basically have just been getting my ass kicked lately, but I'm excited. Have a good run. Let's get a frenetic pace underneath us. The last episode was the most disappointing for sure, because of the fact that we lost against the Dragon. And I think part of that was my own fault. I think part of it was a perfect maelstrom, if you will, of, and you will, I promise you that, of bad things happening to us. But I'm ready to start anew here. As the convict, for whatever reason I've got a good track record, despite the fact that I don't understand what makes this character good, beyond the fact that I underestimated it to begin with. That's alright. We're gonna do our dangdest here. I don't say do our damnedest anymore, I'm trying to be a better influence for the kids. Hey kids, eat 5 to 10 servings of vegetables every single day, even if your mom and dad just want to feed you chicken tenders. Go out to your neighbor's garden, steal some beets, you dingo. It's important to get those phytonutrients. Don't actually steal your neighbor's beets. If your neighbor has a beet garden, they'll probably give you some beets. All you gotta do, you gotta engage in the transfer of labor. Maybe you've gotta weed their garden, and I'm not talking about, 420 friendly sort, Mr. Justin Trudeau. Where are we going? We're 2 minutes into this episode and we're already completely off the rails. So far, so good, though. This is the kind of commentary I want to foster more of. A Gungeon divided cannot stand. These are the words I wish to meditate on as we open this. A Gungeon divided cannot stand. Let's unify or unite this Gungeon. You'll have to excuse my political discourse. I just noticed today is I'm recording this like a day before it goes up. And the Republican and Democratic national conventions are airing on Twitch TV. I can't bring myself to open the chat for those, but you know what? I've seen people on Twitter. They've been like, I've been watching the RNC on Twitch, and the chat is surprisingly civil. I wonder if that will continue. If so, I mean, have you ever watched like a big fighting game tournament on Twitch? I'm just throwing that out there as a timely example. Chat, and AGDQ is like this as well. There's a lot of great stuff in chat, and a lot of like horrible stuff in chat. Wouldn't it be hilarious if on Twitch for the gaming stuff, chat was just awful and, deliberately offensive, and then for like the national conventions for politics, it was actually completely civil, and people were having like well-reasoned and informed discussions? I like the idea that this is like, Twitch is flipping the script on society. You thought video games were all fun and games? Fuck you, video games are serious business. Politics, we'll talk politics, no problem. If you ever want to talk video games, don't ever tell me Majora's Mask is the greatest game of all time. I don't care if it got a perfect 10 from Nintendo Power, okay? Ocarina of Time is for Shigeru Miyamoto shills. The real GOTY, OAT, greatest game of the year of all time, is Majora's Mask. Oh, fuck, here we go. I gotta admit, I'm trying not to be salty about it, but y'all made me not want to use the Charmed Horn to steal things at all. The last episode we had the Charmed Horn, people were very disappointed with me in my use of it. It's like, why ride the bicycle? If you fall off, people are just gonna point and laugh at you, This is the society we live in today. But I've chosen to internalize all of the criticism from that episode and, have it undermine my self-esteem, but at the same time, we will endeavor to do a little better with it this time. So, the Charmed Horn allows us, what I learned about it is that it allows us to steal once per floor, not just once per shop, which might seem like a close comparison. I think we do want to get a blue level gun, so let's do this, and then we're gonna steal the scope. Excuse me? Is this not the Charmed Horn? What the heck happened? I blew my Charmed Horn, you didn't give me anything. Maybe I misused it there. Alright, well, prepare yourself for the inundation of these angry comments as well. And now, it's done for me. If you steal my scope, it doesn't really work. I don't know how fish in a barrel is going to work here as well, but we do have 2 blanks, and we're going to be fighting the Trigger Twins, which I think is basically as good as it gets here for us early. Try to focus on the same one here. I think this is better DPS than our starting pistol. And all you really got to do to get out of hell itself, not hell in the cell, that's something completely different. Almost got A little steamed myself there. We've only used 65 bullets. This is actually really good. I'm still going to try to steal from this shop. Don't be afraid to roll. We're going to end up using more bullets by the end of it, but keep in mind, this is a little bit harder than the average second phase of a Trigger Twins fight, because I think I literally did no damage to the other twin before we got to this section, but it's still going to be easy enough. He's taken care of. We get the Flame Hand, also 2 keys, which might be amazing. And we're going to go to our shop. I think we're going to pop our blank in here. It looks like it could have the architecture for a secret room. Nope. And then we're going to blow Charmed Horn. Close to this guy. Maybe we were too far away. Yeah, he's charmed. We steal the scope. We get 1 level of curse. And then, honestly, I think we do head down to the Oubliette. But one thing we have to be very careful of on this run is ensuring that we do not accidentally get way too many levels of curse. You know, we're going to get some levels of curse. That's pretty much indisputable. We already have 1. This does allow us to go to a curse shop, which was another thing that people were displeased about in the last run. That, I think, has there's an element of throw to that, for sure, that I can't dispute. But crack this in here, and our secret room is located here. Is it sensible to go to the Oubliette? Well, I don't really have a time limit for this run, so I think, sure, you know, having a chance to go down to 1 more floor and get another item makes sense. Flame Hand, though, is pretty terrible. Ah, you know what? We should have sold the Flame Hand, but maybe we'll get an opportunity to do so down here. So I'm going to write it down. 1 level of curse. I'll try to keep an eye on it. I'm assuming you only get 1 level per theft, but it might depend. Like, where I'm going to get really confused is if we steal a cursed item. Oh, I almost took some burning damage there. I could use the fish in a barrel here, but we could also use it against the boss. But you know what? I actually think we should use fish in a barrel. First off, because it's already a little bit down on ammo. Secondly, oh, a bit of a waste. Because I don't think the boss is as bad as the rooms we expect to face, to be honest with you. I usually take a little bit of damage on the Oubliette, and it's not because of the boss, although I do get hit on the boss occasionally. It's more because of the, wow, what was up with that weird cluster of shots? That scared the Christ out of me. It's more because of the rooms leading up to it. And we also learned something extremely valuable on our last run, or our last run with the Charmed Horn, and that's that, you know, using the Charmed Horn every time it's available is actually a huge boon for us. It can be an extremely valuable item. It also recharges really, really quickly. And we're gonna go through fish in a barrel ammo here like it's nobody's business except our own. To be honest with you, it is nobody's business except our own. You know what? I kind of played that forward in my head and saw that that's how it was going to go down, but oh well. We lost 1 piece of armor. At this point in the game, probably not likely to be an enormous problem. Looking for the shop. Obviously, I want to, you know, steal something if possible. We don't have a use for our blanks beyond finding secret rooms, or if things get really bad, I guess taking damage, or avoiding damage. Should try to use the Charmed Horn a little bit closer to enemies, but, you know, as long as you charm the right enemy, I think as you saw right there, you can get some great stuff going for your team here. Half heart we don't need yet. Money's coming in, but honestly, as much as we might like a key drop, I'm much more concerned with just getting an ammo drop. Because the fish in a barrel is actually, like, completely acceptable as a room clearer for now. And if it's acceptable for now, that means it's acceptable a few floors from now as well. Alright, we're out. Just go back to the default pistol here. Honestly, I think this run is actually going really well so far, and I'm happy we made the decision to come down to the Oubliette. Am I pronouncing that correctly? I'm assuming that I am, because I'm not getting people who are unhappy about my pronunciation. Normally, oh my lord. Normally my French-ish pronunciation does not make me many friends. And you know, I do blame the educational system in Canada to some extent. You may not know this, you may know this, we're bilingual. Like, we have 2 official languages in Canada, so every sign, at least every sign, you know, placed by a government, you know, road signs, etc., is in 2 languages. Do we want the ammo belt? I don't know, I'm gonna have to think about this. We might want to buy a key first, just because I don't want to steal a key and have that possibly give us a level of curse. I actually just stood there while that happened. I was trying to find a way out, and it didn't work out for me. Let's just put it that way. Do we want a gun munch? We could. Okay, I think we do want a gun munch. Okay, that's sensible. Let's start by going back. We're gonna gun munch the flame hands and the sawed off. And we're gonna get full ammo with the Void Core shotgun, right? Void shotgun. The problem is, like, we definitely could steal, but do we want to steal for stealing's sake? Like, do we want to get one level of curse to pick up the ammo belt? I'm not sure if that's worth it. It may well be, but I'm just actually not sure, is the thing. At this point, it's less about the money, and it's more about, do we really want to take on a level of curse for no reason? But we'll think about it. You can probably guess that I'm leaning towards no right now. And this might be stupid because the ammo, or ammo itself has been like a real concern for us. So the more ammo we have, on recent runs at least, the more ammo we have, the better our odds are going to be. But I don't know. I definitely don't want to get a level of curse to get a key. I feel like we would rather just get a key. And then we'll go get... the blue chests are better than green chests. I've forgotten. But we're going to go blue chest here. Crack this open. Heavy bullets. So they're slower, but they do more damage. Honestly, that's great. That means our other chest is going to have a gun. Honestly, we could use one. Guess we have to kill this guy now. A little bit of a waste there. I guess we're just going to fight the boss, and we're probably going to use budget revolver, because we actually don't gain anything by killing this boss quickly, you know, flawlessly. All we gain is, like, the opportunity cost, I suppose, of having not lost any HP to make it happen, so I don't mind just using the budget revolver to do this, although it might be suboptimal, and I kind of fully expect to take some damage in the process here, and that's okay. We'll save our void shotgun ammo to maybe use on a future floor. I don't think the charm horn does anything for us here, so it really does come down to, do we want a level of curse to get the ammo belt? There were other items in there, but I don't really want to pick up a level of curse to get, like, the plague pistol or something like that, you know? There's no more keys for sale. I don't think you can charm those guys. Moreover, I'd still like to keep my options open when it comes to the charm horn. You know, we can still have a chance to steal something from the shop if we so choose. Bit of a poor taking of damage there, but on the bright side, get that damage buff, at least temporarily speaking. And there's a little bit of HP left for us on this floor regardless, so I don't mind. Remember, we're basically just going down to the second floor, so to have 2 HP or 3 HP is actually totally fine. The next floor should be easier, and I think heavy bullets makes it a lot simpler for us to flawless the next floor, or at least the next boss. Because we're not going to need to use a special weapon. We can use our budget revolver and make it happen regardless. So this should do it right here. And I'm basically completely okay with the way this floor went down. Drop a key, please. I would like to open the green gun. No key, but we do get ammo, and we get, that's unity, right? So the more guns we have, the more damage each gun does. Yeah, okay, that's actually very solid. A secret room here. I'm gonna check the shop quickly. For a secret room. Oh, I really thought that on the bottom there it actually would have it. You wanna know by now. I'm just gonna buy the ammo belt. And I know it's gonna seem idiotic, but I think it's actually quite deotic. That doesn't make any sense, but rather than steal and take a level of curse that is gonna give us jammed enemies, let's just buy something. We have the money, we can still buy keys on the next floor. A key for sure, maybe 2. But we've given ourselves a little bit more of a window for curse. And every gun that we pick up in the future is going to have a little bit more ammo. Every ammo that we pick up in the future is going to have a little bit more ammo. You know, every ammo pack, I mean. So I actually feel really good about the way this run looks right now. I'm going to do my best to use Charm Torn basically every time it's available. And I guess we'll pick up full ammo for that. We actually didn't need to shoot anything because we already had an ammo gap thanks to the belt pickup, but it doesn't really matter. Let's not use Charm Torn here. So let's count the benefits of this run so far. We got the only flawless we could possibly get, we've gotten so far. We got slightly better damage at the cost of shot speed. We got the scope. And we've got Unity. So I really feel like, considering that effectively all we've done is one floor, this is pretty good. Now, what are the problems? No keys is definitely a bit of a shit show. We'll just go to town on this guy. I mean, charming him has actually effectively done nothing. That's okay. Watch out. Sometimes these guys still have like multiple shots for whatever reason. Don't appreciate it, but god damn it, I respect it. And we do have some kind of shrine here. You can tell by the green door. We also have a shop on our left, but the shop is accessible. The shrine is not. It requires a key. Let's see what we got in here. This is a shop where we could get Mimic Tooth Necklace, which makes all chests mimics, which means we don't need keys ever again. Is that worth a level of curse? I'd say probably. And that might be 2 levels of curse, I'm not sure, but I'm just gonna count it as 1. Unlocks all chests. Okay, so that's, I'm gonna put us at level 2 of curse. Might be at 3, but I'm just keeping an eye on it. This means we don't need keys to open chests anymore. We will have to fight every single one of them. But honestly, with Charm Torn, I don't know if the mimics will still shoot. If they don't shoot, then that's great for us. We do have a shop, but I figure let's get, you know, Charm Torn active first. Keep in mind, we're gonna be dealing with a lot of jammed enemies now. I think it's not fair to say that we took 2 levels of curse there just because we saw a couple jammed enemies in the same room. But it is plausible that we are at 2 levels of curse. Or 3 levels of curse, I should say. It took 2 from the Mimic Tooth Necklace, but we'll see. Alright, so we come in here. We may just want to buy a key and open up this, but buying a key will make it tough for us to, you know, play YV to the maximum if we want. Now, Ring of Mimic Friendship. We want to take this, right? This makes all mimics friendly or something. It kills them instantly. We gotta try. So we'll steal something here. And I'm gonna give us another level of curse, of course. So that should put us at 3, possibly 4. I don't think we necessarily need to slow down here, but we definitely, like, before level 9 or level 10, we want to slow our roll maybe a little bit. I really want to come across a chest, though. And we'll see how... we'll see how the run looks. Because as of right now, I'm happy with it. My assumption is that all chests will now, as a result of taking a couple levels of curse, no chests will require keys, and no chests will require fighting. But I may be mistaken. Oh, that was real bad damage. That's, don't let that damage deceive you. That was because we had the buff from the photo there temporarily. Alright, so there's definitely an item room over here. Just let me mark this level of curse down. Pays to be analytical, I think, in this situation. It's very easy. You're just going to execute a classic highway pass there. Good to go. Like, let me just look at this. Okay, so 1 makes all chest mimics, right? Unlocks all chests. Makes chests safer. Emits a strange psychic tone only recognizable to mimics, preventing them from attacking. Certainly sounds like what I'm looking for. Hey. Get away. I guess we should, yeah, leave the strongest enemy alive so that it can help you. Alright, let's see how this goes. Yeah, totally works. I think that was a good investment. So, rolling eye, is it amazing? I don't think so. Is it okay? Yes. We can roll and deflect bullets back. So, for bullets of, you know, extreme usefulness, or extreme danger, this might be awesome. I think we're taking a measured approach to this run, and we're building a run that could possibly win here. Very exciting to me. Not every run recently has felt like that, so... Ooh, more ammo. Guess you do take that for fish in a barrel, because we have only shot 6 shots out of the Void Core. Admittedly, we're pacing ourselves maybe a little bit too highly with the Charmed Horn, but I think we're using it much smarter than we did last time, much more intelligently than we did last time, I should say. Now, I really hope we fight an enemy that's easy enough to flawless. Like, the Beholder would be ideal, but I'll accept the Gorgonite. Yeah, we'll take the key. I guess we really have no reason to do anything with this key but use it to open the shrine. And then maybe if it's YV, I would be thrilled. Maybe if it's YV, I'd be the one to tell you wrong and right. It doesn't really work, you know? I knew I was going to take damage in there as soon as I stood next to the explosive barrel. Silly on my part. Oh, it's the freaking heroine. Okay. So essentially, we have our ultimate room clearer now. It's not YV. It's full ammo for all guns. Let's go fight the boss. Probably. What do we want to use to fight the boss? I mean, the heroine is fine. But we may benefit, perhaps, from using fish in a bit. I don't know. Maybe we'll just use the heroine. The heroine's probably the fastest. Unless Void Shotgun. Let's try. And it is the Medusi. Thanks to heavy bullets, our shots actually don't travel very far. I'm hoping these ones actually hit, though. I don't know. You know what? Why fart with the situation? Why fart with the good thing? That's what I've always said. The heroine has much better range. As in, it actually has range. It's going just fine right now. This flawless is pretty big. Definitely gonna do that, and then that guaranteed us the win, basically. Okay. Not just the win, but the flawless. Get some hearts, that's good. The armor's helpful as well. Commando, lovely weapon. Not quite full HP, though. What do you do at this point? I think you just head down. I think you use the heroine for everything. Because the heroine stops you from using hundreds and hundreds of bullets from other guns. So I really feel like this is basically a no-brainer. The commando is so good as well. But it's a lot less useful long-term. Maybe just, like, see what happens here? I don't know. They're all dead anyway, but I think the fact that we're one-shotting pretty much every enemy is extraordinarily encouraging right now. I think we should really think twice about... oh my god, that hit like a book or something. We should really think twice about getting levels of curse at this point. I think an item would have to be really good for us to want to take more levels of curse, because we're jeopardizing, I wouldn't say a sure thing, but we're jeopardizing a a run I'm confident about right now. Let's just put it that way. Alright, so that's just HP. I don't mean that it's just HP as in, like, I'm salty about it. Rather, you know, it's got a very simple function that I can understand. So that takes us to 6, which is beautiful, really. And I don't want to get your hopes up too much right now, but I do think that this is plausibly... like, it's a foundation that is as strong as any Gungeon run we've ever had. And it might seem like, you know, hey, this run doesn't seem that good. It's easy to forget, though, we're only on the 3rd floor. You know, we're 25 minutes into the run, almost. But we're still only on the 3rd floor. So, we have, like, a long way to go in terms of, like, rooms that are left for us to get some value out of. Of course, we also have a long way to go when it comes to actually, you know, killing all the enemies, etc., etc. But, for now, I think we have to be, like, really pleased with where we're at. Just trying to most effectively murder. Beautiful. Certainly we should have a really good beat on getting the flawless on this floor. If nothing else, you know, there's value in using the Charmed Horn to, basically delay the inevitable, you know, to have to... oh, didn't need to shoot that yet. Like, we can just at least hit an enemy with it and then be like, okay, we don't have to worry about you for a minute. There's a lot of value in that. Probably, I was gonna say, you don't even need like a max level shot with the heroin to get through this room. Yeah, this is the perfect storm. The perfect storm of goodness, unlike, you know, what I talked about last time, the perfect storm of badness. No. Okay, this is perfect. This is great because we have complete absolution of the Hitman variety when it comes to picking up an item here. We basically have no reason to steal. You know, it's just hearts and then an ammo drop in there. And, you know, whatever the ammo drop costs, I'm not going to pay it. In particular, there's no way I'm paying more than the cost of an ammo drop just to get the item active. Well, you know what? I'd pay slightly more, but that's beside the point for now. Okay, you are absolutely screwed. Just looking for more chests. I really like this Mimic Tooth Necklace combo we got going here. The fact that we never have to worry about keys again. We basically made ourselves... Ooh, we completed a hunt. Basically, gave ourselves all the functionality of the AK-47. Except for the whole, you know, killing enemies with it, but that's okay. That's a secondary feature in many ways. And this is honestly, this floor has basically just been a laugh so far. It's been like a regular episode of Everybody Loves Raymond. Let's see what we got going on through here. Is Everybody Loves Raymond a meme yet? We gotta be getting close to it if it's not. Ooh, a little dangerous there. I almost rolled into that enemy. Shades of our previous runs. Robert, you're so tall. I can't do a good Ray Romano impression, but you gotta try, you know? If you're gonna do any impressions, and I'm not saying that's the height of comedy by any stretch of the imagination, but if you're gonna do any impressions, you gotta be prepared to fail some impressions. These rooms are a joke right now. Okay, we got a shop. We may want to steal something. It's not a shop. It's actually a gun muncher. To be honest with you, even if our guns are not that good, it's going to be hard to convince me to trade 2 for 1 because we have Unity now. And it might be a different story if we had to worry about ammo, but we are exempt from worrying about ammo for several floors. Entirely because of the fact that we have the heroin. So, you know, that pretty much makes us immune to ammo-related concerns for a while here. Wow, nice homing shot there. If I was that bullet kin, I'd be calling bullet shit, but lucky us, I guess. Hey, Shades' revolver. I guess we should have known it couldn't have been there. Oh, I was just about to say, I feel like this can't find secret rooms. Clearly, I was mistaken. Got another key out of it. You know, we will find uses for these keys in all likelihood. And it looks like there's only one way for us to go, so we will go that way. This will be a great floor to get the flawless. Again, every gun that I pick up, I'm happy to get because of Unity. It all, you know, works together for us. But then beyond that, Shades' revolver is decent in and of itself, and I think when you use it, it ups your coolness stats. So I'm okay with that as well. I think he just goes straight for the kill here. I mean, the commando is potent, no doubt about it. Maybe we'll go with the commando first because it'll also destroy bullets. We do only have 1 blank, so I don't want to be the guy who says wait as long as possible to use it, but you know, we would benefit from not wasting it at least. I don't know how we created that fire. There must have been like something flammable over on the side of the screen, but we may actually just get the flawless right here. And I think definitely it was the right decision to go with the commando here. If we get an ammo drop, I guess we take ammo for that. We did not get an ammo drop. That's okay. We get the genie, which is really good, and the flawless. You know my... Oh, we already found the secret room. We don't need to do anything with our blank. Okay. Sucks that we don't have ammo, but we didn't use that much on the last floor, honestly. We'll head down to this one, and no gun munching necessary. So there's our first 3 flawlesses taken care of. And I think we're very close to being in just an absolutely wonderful position. Will we do this room? I think we'll do this room. Again, every extra chest, it's basically unfathomable that a chest would be bad for us at this point. Even shitty guns at least give us extra unity. And I'm really starting to respect the Charm Horn as, like, one of the absolute... Oh, God. Lucky us. One of the absolute best items in the game, like, full stop. Not just because of the stealing, although I gotta admit that's a nice aspect of it. Lucky us. But also, sure, hegemony rifle's fine, especially with scope. But also because of the fact that it's useful all the time. Like, you can seriously rattle off a ton of Charmed Horn uses really, really quickly. That was really dumb of me. I'll be the first to tell you that. It's gonna be hard for us to work ourselves out of this area, though. Yeah, that was pretty much idiotic. To lose 2 armor on this room is embarrassing. I didn't plan ahead. Caused myself some trouble. That's okay. Still got 7 full heart containers. And really at this point, especially with the heroine doing so much damage, we should be using Charmed Horn essentially religiously. And I basically do subscribe to the religion of the Charmed Horn right now, because it is, it's a real run enabler, I'll give it that. It only takes like 10 heroine shots. Don't take that out of context. But it only takes like 10 heroine shots to get your Charmed Horn charged again. More like the Charged Horn. Alright, definitely like should have been hit there. Yeah, I pretty much did that to myself, so I'll take full ownership of it. Well, nice one, you dummy. You blew up your master. You blew up Paul Thomas Anderson's seminal film starring Joaquin Phoenix and Philip Seymour Hoffman, The Master. There's no reason for us to have taken this much damage on this floor, by the way, but we will, you know, we'll work through that. I just can't bring myself to Charmed Horn a single bullet, King. This doesn't feel right. We do need an ammo drop for the heroine. It's not exceptionally urgent, but it is, like, it's on the list. I think on this room we just want to use maybe even the basic revolver. Still killing these guys in one shot. Got hit again, man. This is getting a little embarrassing. Also, though, at the same time, this is like more enemies than I've ever seen on this room to the best of my memory here. It's getting a little silly. Oh, nice little damage there from the rolling eye. This allows us to be slightly more aggressive here. At least we got money on that room, but heroine's getting a little tight, but it's not going to follow the typical Northernlion cycle of like, hey, we're good, 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 we're good. Oh, never mind, we're dead. You know, I'm hoping that we're going to avoid that here, and I'm actually extremely confident that we will, at least until, like, bullet hell becomes a real ask. Okay, we can only use the nail gun. That's fine by me. 22 credits for a chest. Is the nail gun garbage? Of course. But heavy bullets, at least, it lowers its shot speed, but it compromises for its main inefficiency, which is extremely low damage. Its range is a little lower than I thought, too. This should honestly be it. Oh, wow, they're actually going to make me do one more wave. Hopefully not as bad as the Skelly wave, though. And I'm actually quite hesitant to roll into the bullets just in case they die to a bullet and then that doesn't count as using the nail gun. Same reason I'm not using the Charmed Horn here. Alright. Again, every gun enhances unity, so we got the demon head. It's actually not bad, and making heroine even better, or making every single gun even better, is lovely as well. Not a huge fan of this room, if you'll allow me to state the obvious. Get out of here, fake AK-47. Okay, what's my plan on this floor now? Honestly, we'll probably get to full HP if we just flawless the boss, or we'll be close at least. So that's a big thing on my to-do list. If we can flawless the boss, life's pretty good. Apart from that, you know, we're pretty much... Oh, that's ideal. Apart from that, we're pretty much a slave to whatever items we get, and so far it's been decent. Shield of the Valkyrie is basically not usable for us on this run, which is not that bad. Of course, I would have preferred like an actual passive, but Charmed Horn has clearly done so much for us, and we saw from our last Charmed Horn run, it's also fantastic on bullet hell. Because of the fact that you can use it... Oh, that was real nasty. Because of the fact that you can use it to charm so many asshole-ish enemies, especially considering how many enemies we're likely to come across that are jammed, I think this is pretty important for us to stick with what we got here. But it's a nice offer. Hopefully our next chest is a better gun. Now that we have heroin ammo, #1 priority is get commando ammo. The heroin is so much more important to our actual like chances of success, but the commando enables us to get easy flawlesses, and actually just careful. The stinger is lovely as well, like a fantastic boss killer. Almost certainly what we're going to use to kill the boss on this floor. If we have to use the heroin, that's fine. I'd prefer not to though. Where the heck is our boss fight then? Ah, okay. One of these directions. So, even if we don't get ammo for the commando, at least we got stinger ammo. And the, you know, the weapon itself, I suppose. Alright, anything that helps. Wow, that was actually an extremely helpful charmed enemy here. Blew up all of his friends to help us out. I don't know how much extra damage you get per gun with Unity, but any extra damage is something you gotta be thankful for in Gungeon, because it doesn't always come to pass. Now, we will use Charmed Horn if possible / necessary to steal a good item here. Easy reload bullets. Faster reload. Is it worth it for another level of curse here that'll take us to 4 or 5? Why not? Because we have so much money. There's no point in finishing the run with this much money. I think we should just buy it. And then we can always steal from the next floor if buying it on this floor gives us, you know, an inability to purchase something on the forge. I think this is a sensible outcome for us to minimize our levels of curse. And again, I think, you know, like in Isaac, this is just my anecdotal evidence right now, but like in Isaac, there's, you know, there's good plays, and then there's clever plays that are not necessarily good, they just show that you understand gameplay mechanics. And I think this is a clever play. Oh, it's rolling reload, right. I think this is a clever play that is not necessarily a good play, but we're going to start with the commando. And it is going to be High Priest, which is annoying. We're starting with the commando because it's already low on ammo. Now this is where we have to be careful. This is probably blank territory. This is definitely blank territory. I hated doing that, but we can take an advantage of the rolling reload here, by the way. But I feel like it's sensible to not rock the boat too much. Just stick with like relatively easy dodges. But it does drastically increase the... Oh! Just barely didn't get the flawless. It does drastically increase the speed of the reloads if we use rolling reload. But we're done anyway. We've did a really good job against the boss. I'm disappointed we didn't flawless it. To be honest with you, it's unlikely to be essential that we get the flawless, but still. Void Core Assault Rifle is a solid weapon. And we will take commando ammo. And we're just going to head down to the next floor. Next floor, if we want to buy HP, we can buy HP. We got great heroin ammo. This is going pretty well. And honestly, the Oubliette Only added like a few extra minutes on this run. Which means I will still be on time for the NLSS no matter what happens here. Alright, the Forge with one of the strongest runs we've ever had. And we still got some time left here before things usually get too dangerous. Should try to charm the hammer if possible. And mostly I just wanted to get out of that room because I hate it. It's okay. It's okay. This guy's probably done either way. Easy, easy, easy. If we could flawless this floor, I don't care about flawlessing the boss, just flawless this floor. Do we want to steal anything? I think the answer is no. We will just buy the hearts, because we really don't need to buy anything else. We might want to, like, get Proton Pack. Again, it's pretty good, and it works with Unity. So, you know, there's getting two birds stoned at once there. Oh, that sucks. Because that would have been the easiest cultist kill in Gungeon history. But lesson learned. Yeah, I mean, again, Unity, but also the Proton Pack being a good gun in and of itself. There's a lot of value to be derived here. That was basically me using the Hunting Horn. Hunting Horn, sorry. Too much Monster Hunter. That was me using the Charmed Horn like a second too late there. Don't sweat it too much yet. Keys at this point basically worthless. What do I want on this floor? Pretty much the only thing I would consider giving up the Charm Horn for is the Compass. Or, like, the Orange, of course. Like, even Ration or Medkit probably makes a pretty good case. But I gotta admit, the Charm Horn is lovely. Thought maybe we could roll into his arm. Maybe fuck his whole day up. Okay, that worked. Honestly, I think we take heroin ammo. It's too valuable to ignore. Even though we've only used like 60 shots, I think that's more valuable to get 60 shots in the heroin than like another, you know, 20 maybe from the Stinger. But next ammo drop will definitely go for the Stinger. Super easy. Honestly, why not kill the dragon right away? I don't really care about the flawless here. It's kind of incidental to our goals. I recognize, by the way, I'm probably not using rolling reload as effectively as you might like. That is my, it's my cross to bear right now, I guess. All blanks gone. I really wish I didn't use a blank on the last version of this attack right here, but it happens. I actually thought we could charm that skeleton. No. Okay, that should kill it. It didn't. But it damn well shoulda. Holy shit, we didn't die. We didn't take damage, I mean to say. I guess we could have tried to charm the SMG, or, yeah, those SMGs as well. Trying to use this a little bit more effectively. Surprisingly tricky, because it wants you to reload right away. I want to say just wait a minute, let me do rolling reload, it'll help out, I promise. Yeah, I was gonna say, we gotta be entering this phase. What do you use here? I feel like the Stinger is still a very sensible choice, and I think we can do so effectively. I was just quickly taking a glance up to see if we have any flanks. We do not, so we're on our own on these rolls. But unlike seemingly every recent run we've had... Oh, come on. It doesn't like you doing two versions of that. I think we go back to the commando. Or it doesn't like you doing two iterations of that, I should say. What I was going to say is, unlike every run we've had recently, at least we have ammo for multiple great guns right now. Like, I wish I could go back in time and give myself, like, one of these guns, because we were really in a bad place. The reload does take a while, but this should do it, and there you go. That's a flawless on the Dragon. Nothing wrong with that. We almost got all 5 flawlesses on the same run here, which is real nice. But first, before we go down to bullet hell, we are going to go explore. And it's mostly for ammo drops at this point, but whatever we get from chests, fine by me. But it really is mostly for ammo. The heroine's doing fine, and honestly 200 and whatever bullets should be enough to take us through bullet hell. At least almost all of bullet hell. However, I really want more commando ammo. And I'd really like more stinger ammo. Oh, there's the start right there. And then we start with commando ammo because there's less of it active. Then we'll go for the stinger. But honestly, we have so many great weapons right now. Really, it's like we're spoiled for choice. Now, have we done this for ourselves? To some extent. I think we played really well with the Charm Torn, especially relative to how poorly we played with it last time. But, some smart plays as well, I gotta say. You know, Mimic Tooth Necklace, not taking too many levels of Curse. We made the decisions that were available to us. So just open this, and, I can't see myself being excited about Napalm Strike in this situation. Charm Torn seems substantially more valuable. We've given the Rat a lot of items. A lot of items on this run. And you know what? Hopefully that keeps them off our back in the future. There's no evidence that the game works that way, but that's how I'm going to choose to believe that it works. Now, taking 2 hits there is real embarrassing. Love when the enemy gets trapped into the wall and becomes unhittable. Yeah, those hits were... I mean, I'm not going to say they're unacceptable, but they were pretty bad. We still have 6 HP though. Don't let the optical illusion fool you here. It's not like we're low on HP. All right, sweet. They knocked each other out of the equation. Not really what I was looking for, but I can live with it. All we're looking for now, you know, future ammo drops, but also the chest is gonna have a gun, which at this point doesn't interest me all that much. Man, this is like our 90th gun muncher. That might be a slight exaggeration, but we could go down to the next floor, but I feel like we probably have a decent chance to gain some HP on this floor. Definitely relative to the next floor, so, you know, we might as well see if we can get the item drops here, and who knows what kind of gun might await us here. Either way. Either way, I'd like to get the Mega Hand. Waiting for... Red Hot Chili Peppers? Yeah. Ooh, Mass Shotgun is okay. I mean, we don't have a blank anyway, but... okay, now we can go. And I really think that we have played absolutely fine on this run. Some damage I'm not super proud of, but apart from that, I really feel like if we take 2 blanks and maybe like 4 HP into the Lich fight, there's no doubt we win. Like, we have too much firepower from way too many different sources to fathom a loss at this point. And this... I've got to be honest with you, I hate putting this level of pressure on myself at this point, but I feel like if I lost this run, I would be extremely disappointed with myself. Because we've really gotten so many advantages. It's not quite the best passive run we've ever had, but it's got to be up there. Alright, we don't know where we're going. That's the principal problem down here. Thank you. Now the big thing, again, 180 bullets, plenty to plan on using this gun for the entire floor, the heroine that is. And the armor is so useful. What we need to do here is just not take very much damage. Not take too much damage, at least. And the way that we do that is very simple. Just use the Charmed Horn whenever it's available. And then, you know, dodge as you know. Well, maybe not whenever it's available, because we don't really want to use it here. But then just dodge as you know how to dodge, and you'll be fine. Dodge like there's nobody watching. This looks like it loops back around, which probably means that we're not going the correct direction here, but sometimes you gotta go the wrong way to go the right way, probably. Charmed Horn has done a great job of at least, you know, sowing chaos here. Oh. We did at least kill the jammed enemy first, before it could get into, you know, too much bullshit there. We did almost get hit ourselves. You know what? Go to the right here. Why do any rooms you don't have to do? I really want to get in there. At the same time, one thing we learned on the last run is you do want to be cautious about your use of the Charmed Horn. You know, you want to use it liberally, but you don't want to wander into enemies and take damage like an idiot just to get it done. I'm not saying this is a miracle run right now, by the way. What this run is right now, this run is getting, if we win, which we haven't yet, this run is like getting an A+ on the exam when you study for it. You know, it's not like it's a miracle. You should be thanking, you know, the powers that be. But this is one where, like, we put in the due diligence. I think we're just going to take heroin ammo just as a safety net, basically. This is one where we put in the due diligence and we're rewarded, you know, thusly. Obviously, the Skelly's got to go. Number one priority. It takes up so much of the map. And really, it just gives us a nice window to not have to worry about things for a while here by charming the pants off these guys. Yep, that was really bad. I did that one to myself. Extremely poorly timed roll. But this is one of the harder rooms you get down here, too. So I'm not sweating it. We're going to have Charmed Horn back in just a sec anyway. I'm not worried about wasting ammo on these guys because they're weak anyway. We got a half heart back. Or not because they're weak anyway, but because we have a lot of HP. Ah. Oh, Charmed Horn's not quite ready. There we go. Now, we still gotta kill everything. But at least the Charmed Horn has bought us a little window with that jammed enemy of him being on our side. Beautiful. Okay, easy room. We've gained HP so far. I mean, it was at the cost of some armor, but it's, you know, better than you expect on bullet hell most of the time. And remember, the purpose of the charm is not to kill enemies. It's just to get them off of your back for a little while. Give you time to move around here without putting yourself too much in harm's way. Gotta kill this guy. The most annoying of all these guys, I think. And you gotta love when you can get Charmed Horn charged while it's still active as well. Charmed Horn charge of our days and our nights. Charmed Horn charge. Charmed Horn charged with our wrongs and our rights. And I think I want Charmed Horn charged up, please. I'm an idiot. I'm also a bitch. I'm a lover. I'm also a child. I'm a mother. I'm a sinner. I'm a saint. I do not feel ashamed. That damage was not nice. I wish that I had not taken it. It's much better to get hit by the Lead Maiden, by the way, than to get hit by the jammed enemy. Unfortunately, I got hit by the jammed enemy, thus cost myself effectively double damage. This appears to be the wrong way. We do only have 5 HP remaining. Last few rooms have kind of given me the business here. Still think we're playing just fine, though. Really glad we took heroin ammo, to be honest with you. Okay, this is... At this point, I'm like, this does not get ridiculous here. Alright, coming back this way. Bullet hell's always a little bit of a crapshoot. This guy's got to go. Now those guys, let them have some fun at each other's expense for a little while there. We'll take care of all these enemies of extreme annoyance. Jammed enemy. He's juiced up. He's juiced up! Beautiful. And we got ammo. I think at this point you probably say we've got to have made it pretty close to the end of this, like at least halfway, so 150 heroin ammo should be enough here. Of course, you never know. And this is probably going to come as a revelation to, like, nobody. But, the Charm Torn has to be considered one of the best spacebar items in the game, right? I'm more asking about consensus at this point than I am, like, stating a fact. Like, it seems to me like you've lived your life like a candle in the wind. But if you have Charm Torn, it's not only useful as, like, a spacebar item, but it's also useful for the stealing. Or, you know, depending on your perspective, it's not only useful for stealing, it's also useful as a spacebar item. I really almost stood too close to the sun there. I was trying to find, like, an opportunity to use Charm Torn, but it's a little dicey in there. Save it for the next room, maybe. Ooh, definitely want that armor. Honestly, apart from that one room, we've pretty much held up our end of the bargain on bullet hell so far. We only got one guy. I think that's actually completely fine. I am going to make sure that he dies before he gets, you know, freed from our charms, though. Oh, we got a skelly coming. We have to be getting close here. I feel like I always use blanks. Wow, that was horrible. I feel like I always use blanks on the same room. Like, I always use a blank on the room with the Lead Maiden and then the two champion skeletons. They're jammed skeletons. Maybe we're not quite as close as I had wanted / expected to be, but... Excuse me. Table is fairly essential here. This is a great room to use a Charm Torn on. I'm just a little too far away, I think. Come on, just another, like, red hard drop, or just let me fight the boss. I'll accept either of these. You guys go to town. Obviously, as you might expect, I'm going to take some time to shoot at the jammed enemy. Try to weaken him a little bit. Wow, that is actually a lot faster than I expected. Still got 99 shots in the heroin here. This is probably my vote for the hardest room on the floor. Just take a systematic approach here. You know, we know what enemies exist here. Nice. I think we do want to be in the middle. And the reasoning is, get that dirty charm there. And then still kill that guy. Because he's, you know, I think he's an extreme danger to us if he's far away. Oh, that was beautiful. Extremely well handled. 5.5 HP. And continuing to cover a decent amount of real estate here. Oh, come on. We need, like, Lichy trigger finger, man. Everything must go. We didn't get hit, no. I don't know why. I thought that the screen turned red there. Okay, we'll take heroin ammo. Hell of a clutch dodge. Okay, I don't want to be too cocky, but we probably have the win right now. We came in with more HP than I thought we would. We got full ammo for basically anything, or everything we could want. I expect we're probably going to use a great deal of this ammo but this is also the final fight on the floor, so works for me. So far, so good. Somewhat to my surprise, may have a slight bit of commando ammo left over after this. Yeah, I still got 10 shots, so we only used like 38 there. That's not too bad. To get through the first phase without taking damage is pretty nice. This is gonna end up being just a textbook run. And by textbook, I mean we got extremely lucky. I can't take as much credit as I'd like to take here, unfortunately, but you know, it's worked out very nicely for us. Now, are we gonna get a Lich flawless? No. I'll answer that question. Just blank. I'll answer that question for you with another question. No. Rest assured, I understand. We have rolling reload. Okay, can't believe that worked. Just trying to get as much damage in there as we possibly can. And honestly, so far, is getting the job done. Second phase of Lich is always my personal Everest here, but he's dead. We've still got 3.5 HP and full ammo for basically everything. And this is the phase of the Lich that... I mean, I'm not sure. This or the first phase is the easiest, but... this one, depending on what attacks he does, if he doesn't do the one where he, like, goes up and down, then, I think you're pretty much set here. This one right here. So nice that with the stinger, even if you miss, the bees still hit. I don't know, I figure you give it a shot, right? I don't know if he shoots any bullets out of his body, so I'm like a little scared about that, but seems to have gotten the job done here. Oh, it feels good, man. It's been a while since we had a Lich win. Nice to know we still got it. Trying to get those rolling reloads in here whenever... They won't let you do it twice in a row with this weapon. It's actually, like... I feel like it's impossible to time. Dude, that was awesome. I had a great time on that run. I hope you did as well. And again, the Convict, man. It's just, for whatever reason, it's textbook. Maybe because we got the Heroine, the Stinger, the Commando, heavy bullets, etc., etc. But either way, it feels good to get another win under our belt. And I think we've redeemed ourselves in our use of the Charmed Horn. We didn't steal things just to steal them. We only stole things that had value. We struck a balance. We bought things that, you know, were not worth the level of curse, but were worth picking up regardless. I think it's relatively shrewd play on our part. But certainly we got carried a lot there as well. But for now, we'll get the splash screen up here, and we'll say thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. 666 kills. You can't make this shit up. Thanks for watching. And, of course, show your support if you enjoyed the episode. Click the like button, and I'll see you next time.